Good morning, ninjas. Welcome to Princess Ninja and Keto. I'm off work today. Today is Monday, but I'm going to be super busy. Welcome to Florida. It is 30-something degrees outside this morning. Stupid cold. I have all of those prizes I got to get mailed off today from my raffle that I did yesterday. Thank you to everyone who participated. I got to get this kitchen clean. I got to get my floors done, my rugs washed. I have ironing to do and clothes to put away. Plus at 10 o'clock, I have a YouTuber interviewing me for their podcast. So I'm super excited about that. I'm still starstruck that two crazy ketos came to my live stream last night. That was insane. It was such an honor, such a thrill to talk to them. I have such a YouTube crush on both of them. So there's that. Anyway, I've been running an experiment all weekend long, testing all kinds of things, gathering all kinds of information. I'm going to get that all in a summary, and then it's not going to be a normal daily vlog. I'm going back to strict macros. I'm going back to total carbs today, and I'm going to start planking. So get ready for some of that. But today's daily vlog is going to be more about the experiment I did this weekend and celebrating my first legitimate 4 autophagy 24-hour fast. All I had was water. I feel like a beast. I actually did 24 hours and 17 minutes. Beast mode on. Anyway, I'm not looking to make OMAD or long-term fasting a thing. But the fact that I was able to do it with normal blood sugars the entire time tells me my body has made incredible repairs. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me such an amazing body. And I'll see you at the next segment, which will probably be a whole lot of information. Guys, there's my breakfast. I have 12 ounces of water with 1 packet of Kiss My Keto bone broth, beef chili, which I'm going to try for the first time in a minute. And I have this beautiful Happy Egg ham and cheese omelet. It's got 1 ounce of real Swiss cheese and 1 ounce of Frick's ham. But let me turn this camera around because I want you to get the full experience of the Kiss My Keto chili. And let me tell you, it smells just like chili. Don't judge. My hair's a mess right now. Oh, that smells so good. Just the smell. It's like when you're cooking a really good pot of soup or you're roasting something in the oven and that smell just kind of permeates through the air. So amazing. Ah, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. I don't know that I get chili, but let me tell you what I do get. I get tomato-y. Like a watered down tomato soup. I definitely get, this would be an amazing soup base. So I could definitely do, I could use this to do some beef tips and veggies cabbage, and that would make an amazing cabbage and beef soup base. That is so good. I do get a lot of cumin. As far as spiciness, like hot, muy caliente. On a scale of 1 to 10, One being mildly spicy, like I taste a hint of, and 10 being, oh my God, somebody please help me. My mouth is melting. It's only about a 3. It's really mild. It's really mild. Keep in mind that I do like spicy. I do like spicy. So it's got a lot of flavor. A lot of flavor. Definitely something different. It reminds me of a soup base that I've tasted before. Don't remember what. But it's pretty clean ingredients. It is 4 carbs, but I'm having to believe that that's from the tomato and the cumin. This is delicious. Good job, Kiss My Keto. All right, guys, I really don't know any other way to present my weekend-long experiment other than to show you first my whiteboard where I documented everything. I performed 2 separate controls. On Saturday, I ate as normal, but then started a fast at 3 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. I tested the exact same things, but doing a 24-hour fast by Sunday at 3 p.m. You'll find this interesting. All right, guys, so I started this experiment, and it was a very controlled and regulated experiment. On Saturday, I wanted to live my life as I normally would. I didn't do anything extra. The only thing that I did keep a consistent is I ate all keto foods. There were no cheats. I regulated my calories, I regulated my fat grams, I regulated my protein and my carbohydrates. I nailed all of my macros. At 3 p.m. on Saturday, I did start a 24-hour fast, but let me show you what I found on Saturday. I weighed myself wearing the exact same clothing at each weigh-in. My weight fluctuated from a low weight of 194 and as high as 198 for a 4-pound difference throughout the day. My weight changed whether I ate, whether I didn't eat, whether I went to the bathroom, whether I didn't go to the bathroom. My weight continually fluctuated each time I stepped on the scale. I also found on Saturday that my blood glucose ranged from a low of 86 to as high as 93, and each blood glucose test was ran 2 hours post meal. My ketones did the same exact thing, ranging from 0.3 to 0.5 with 2 blood ketone test showing negative, even the one where I was fasted for 7 hours at 10 p.m. on Saturday. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but the reason I'm doing this experiment is just to show that your ketones, your blood glucose, and your weight will fluctuate throughout the day, and it may not have anything at all to how perfectly you're doing keto. This is also affirmation for myself to stop focusing on the numbers and just focus on my well-being. But let's continue talking about my results. All right, so this is where this test gets a little crazy because my control on Sunday was that I was 100% fasted. No calories, no sweeteners, just water, and I did do 12 ounces of black coffee. And here are my findings. My weight also ranged, even though I had nothing to eat, between 192.6 and 196.4, which was almost a 4-pound fluctuation from the time I stepped out of bed till the time I stopped fasting. I wore the same clothing every time I stepped on the scale. My blood glucose on that day was great. My lowest blood glucose was 75 with a high of 93, but once again, my blood glucose changed at least 7 different times without the same reading, even though I hadn't eaten anything and I did not drink anything and I used 0 artificial sugars. Once again, proving that your blood sugar is going to change all throughout the day and your body's going to create glucose on demand as you need it. Carbohydrates are not necessary. I caught a little flack last time I did a urine ketone test strip experiment, but I'm just going to tell you right now, they don't work well for me at all. You can actually see this visually on my board side by side. At the time that my ketone blood level was 0.4, I had been already fasted 15 hours. My ketone urine strip showed 0. At 3 o'clock, before I broke my fast, and it was 24 hours fasted, I had already burnt 1,316 calories. My blood glucose was 75. The urine strips still only showed a trace, and it was the only time that they ever showed any kind of ketones at all. I'm just convinced that my body has become really good at burning and utilizing ketones. Therefore, they're not spilling out into my urine. I also found out from the manufacturer these strips can be impacted by many outside factors. If you are pregnant, if you are starving or fasting long term, and your body metabolically has switched to burning ketones. If you are dehydrated, they can change colors. I also found out that things like storing them at high temperatures. So for instance, if you bought them from a big box store where they may have been stored in a warehouse above 86 degrees Fahrenheit, it says specifically on there, do not store at temperatures higher than room temperature. It also tells you to discard after so many days of opening and do not expose to air. And most important, it specifically says that the test results are only accurate 15 seconds after the first drop of urine has hit that pad. Any results beyond that cannot be founded. It has that disclaimer right on the packaging. So I just don't think this way of testing or confirming that you are in or not in ketosis is not really that accurate. I mean, I've been able to prove on 2 separate occasions now, my blood sugar was good, my ketones was great, and only twice out of 22 tests have I shown ketones utilizing these urine ketone strips. All right. So this video is not to prove anyone wrong, and it's not like to rub anybody's nose in it. It's actually very the opposite. It's lighten up, take a breath, and that includes me, my company. Yes, I'm the worst person because after a week's gone by and I haven't lost weight, I'm like, well, I don't know what I did. I had perfect protein, I had perfect carbohydrates, I had the perfect amount of fat, my calories were 1,500, I did 17,000 steps a day for 5 days. I don't know what I'm doing wrong because I didn't lose any weight on the scale. And I just did an experiment where over a period of 48 hours with me doing absolutely nothing, 24 of those 48 hours, I ate nothing, I consumed nothing. My weight fluctuated 4.2 pounds. Does that mean I gained 4.2 pounds of fat during the day? No. Does it mean I lost 4.2 pounds during the day? No. Does it possibly mean that maybe I drank a 12-ounce glass of water and probably gained a half a pound? Maybe. Sounds more reasonable. How about stress? How about sleep? How about hormones? How about salt intake? How about electrolyte imbalances? How about eating a food that I'm not aware is causing an inflammatory response? Well, maybe. But I went 24 hours without food and my weight still fluctuated. My highest weigh-in on Saturday night at 7 hours fasted was 197.4. I woke up with 192.6. And by the time my 24-hour fast was over, I was back up to 195. I didn't eat anything. I did this for me. I did this for my mental health, but I did this in hopes that somebody else out there that is as neurotic as I am about these stupid numbers looks at it and says, you know what? I see. I got you, girl. Right? My blood glucose numbers changed hour by hour with no food intake. My ketones changed hour by hour with no food intake. So none of you out there can be, well, you drank this or you ate this. No, I didn't. Water, H2O. Yup. Okay, so take a deep breath and ask yourself, Are you keto? If you can answer, yes, you're keto, then those numbers don't matter. The only time they matter is if there's something we need to tweak or adjust for a different result. But unless you're ready to do an experiment like that, every time you change the smallest little thing in your diet, you're going to drive yourself crazy. And I'm just telling you that. That's coming from someone who is driving herself crazy. I also did that to prove my point that the blood glucose or the blood ketone monitors are much more representative of what you're actually doing. But do you need one of those monitors? No. Are you keto? Go back to that question. Are you keto? If the answer is yes, then you're fine. You're good as gold. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up a little bit later. I hope you enjoyed my Cornish hen, rotisserie hen today. I put out a video there on YouTube. I am going to erase this board and start decorating it for February, and tomorrow I'm going to say goodnight here, and tomorrow we'll talk about my goals for February and what am I doing with my macros. Okay, so that's all I got for right now. I love you guys bunches. I'll see you tomorrow with another daily vlog. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.